everyone, and welcome back. This is Fashion Doll Dreamer. Today we are just doing a quick deboxing video of a great present I recently got for my birthday from my best friend Dean. Thanks a lot, Dean. And that is Scottish Barbie from the Dolls of the World series. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with that series, it was a wonderful series that lasted almost 35 years, from 1980 to about 2014. And it produced a whopping 91 dolls, representing many countries across all continents. There are special editions, like Festivals of the World, and those were 7 dolls in 2005 and 2006, the Landmark Collection, and the Princess Collection, which also came out in the early 2000s. And they're all part of that series there. Let's take a quick look at some of the dolls from the earlier years of that series, which Scottish Barbie is from. She was from the second run, 1980, released in 1981, but she's got a copyright date of 1980 that we'll see there soon. I also have the other doll that was released from that year, Oriental Barbie, and you'll see pictures of her here. And I've got 2 of those. One of those was bought NRFB, and one was another earlier gift from Dean. So thanks again, Dean. New ethnic face molds were introduced with the series, like with Italian Barbie and Oriental Barbie. But as you can see with this gal, she has the Superstar Barbie head mold. And let's go a little closer so we can have a look at that. And as you can see, she has that wonderful Superstar head mold there. And she's redheaded. Now, the reason I think I got her is because Dean and I were musing about dolls that Mattel should have made, and you'll probably see a video on his channel coming up about that very soon. And we always lamented that they never produced a redhead Superstar Barbie. And you know, her face paint, Scottish Barbie's face paint isn't exactly the same as Superstars. As you can see, their eyes are completely different. They're green. She's a different skin tone too. She's a little paler, but she has the red hair. So in a way, you can create your OOAK redheaded Superstar Barbie, or even, you know, let's do another friend of Superstar Barbie. Like, you know, Kelly was a redhead in the 70s, so why not Superstar Kelly? Hey, so maybe I'll do that with her once I open her up there. Let's have a look more of the box there. And let's take a closer look at that box. Isn't that illustration fabulous? I love it. Oh, look at that hair. The illustrators really knew what they were doing back then, weren't they? And below that is the logo, the Scottish Barbie, famous international fashion doll. And then you had her contents. Below that, 11.5 inch, 29.21 centimeter doll, long plaid skirt and sash, kilt, jacket, Balmoral hat, shoes, doll stand, also these package cutouts, scenic poster, tour tickets, I should say, map of Scotland, money and passport. And I can't read at all today, of course. Whenever I shoot these videos, I can't read a thing. Usually I can read fine. And then, of course, on the back of the box of these dolls, there was always some information about the country there. I mean, pretty basic and stereotypical, but you know, it's for a kid. It was just to learn about a little bit of the country there that the doll represents. So let's read that just quickly. My country is on an island with England. Can you find it on the map? Map's on the other side. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Scotland is very beautiful with mountains, valleys, and wildflowers everywhere. Heather makes the countryside purple. 2 famous lakes are Loch Lomond and Loch Ness, the home of the fabled monster. Yes, the Loch Ness monster. Golf is a big sport. Farming, fishing, weaving, and knitting are important industries. Wool from sheep is made into famous Scottish tweed fashions in the northeast. There are many castles. The royal family still goes to Balmoral Castle for the holidays in Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. You can see a clock made of flowers and the statue of a dog who sat by his master's grave for 6 years. Scots wear plaids called tartans. Tartans were originally the dress of Highland clans or families. There are over 400 tartans. I am wearing the McQueen tartan. Men wear short tartan skirts called kilts and a dagger in their hose. Oh dear. If you come to Scotland, you will notice some of our words are different from yours. Here are a few in the Scottish dialect used today. And there they are there. I'm not going to pronounce all of them. And let's take a look at the other side there. Yeah, she's got the map of Scotland in the poster of the bagpipe player. And there's your cutouts there. Hours of fun, play pieces to cut out for Scottish Barbie. And then of course you have the usual copyrighted date, 1980, so she was released in 1981. As I said, she was like the second series or the second run. The first, I think, had Italian Barbie in it. This series had Oriental Barbie, and then later ones, which you saw earlier, had different nationalities there, and she was made in Taiwan. So it's just a tab, the tab opening there, so that's great because, you know, you can rebox her. I love those ones rather than the ones that they stuck down, you know, around the same time. So that's great. Let's open it there. I'll try to do this without a decent angle. And there she is on her yellow backing, which actually looks great against all her black and her tartan there. And that's the McQueen tartan, I think it said on the back of her box there. So they all had specific clans. Isn't she gorgeous? I like the outfit, actually. It's great. It's, yeah, the black velvet jacket and the tartan full skirt and the lace collar. Very early 80s, too. I know it's a national costume, but really early 80s there. Same with her look. You know, a lot of models in the day were redheads in the early 80s, and she's very much like that. So I'm glad I got her as a birthday present. Okay, let's undo her from her backing. As you can see, it's just some twist ties there. Nothing great. I like the older dolls of that. Oh, she does have a stand. Oh, wonderful. It's one of those stands, though. You know, the ones with the clear leg with the one leg holder that always break. But she does have her stand there, so she hasn't been opened. And she, of course, she has those wonderful black Superstar strappy shoes there, strappy sandals, which I love the black pairs. I already have a pair that came with another outfit. I'm dying for another pair, so that's great. So I think I will utilize those as well. Okay, let's undo her. Okay, and we've taken her off her backing. And, you know, just the twist ties there. There we go. Well, let's have a look at her. There's one around her hair. Let's get rid of that. And, oh, isn't she beautiful? There she's there. Her head's pretty stable too. It isn't so floppy, which is great. And she's got some cello on her head. And the beret looks like is it stitched on? I think it is stitched on the side there. It's a really cool beret though. Really good shape. Oh, there's some black thread from it there. Her hair is wonderful. I mean, it's box hair, of course. I mean, after all this time, but it's such a beautiful shade. And still has its curl, so I can't wait to fix that up there. She has the diamond, the classic diamond superstar superstar jewelry, I should say, the earrings and the ring. And I can't talk today. I can never talk properly when I'm doing when I'm doing these videos. Oh, it's not a jacket. It's like a top. Okay, so it's just a black velvet top that looks like a jacket with the lace trim, which looks like a blouse underneath it, but it's not. So I guess, yeah, it's just a button in the back there. And, you know, she's got the full skirt there. No panties or anything. Okay. Yeah, so there she is. Have a better look at that face. I actually really like her green eyes. I mean, you know, they're sort of like blue-green. A little different from the usual blue there. And her makeup, she's lost a bit of her lower lip though. I don't know if that's a factory mishap, but I actually quite like it. She's got blush there, which is great. And she's just the classic superstar body, you know, the bending, the karate chop arms, the twist turn waist, click click legs. Yeah, they do click, okay. Yeah, they click okay. Oh, so there we go. I know she's horizontal, but it's the way my camera is there. But yeah, let's see her there. I should also show her sash there because it looks like it's fastened with this little black velvet. Is it sewn on? I think it's sewn on actually. Yeah, it's like a little black velvet circle there that matches the black velvet jacket. I love that black velvet actually. I'm nuts about black or black velvet, so with the lace, that's really cool. I want to use that in something else actually, but for the moment, let's put her on her stand and let's look at the extras that came in the box. There was a catalogue there and it's quite perplexing, so I want to show you that. Now, this is something quite interesting. Even though the doll was released in 1981, this booklet's from 1982, I think, or 83. Yeah, 1983. So, she was around a little while, unless, someone just opened up and just swapped the booklet, perhaps. But I doubt it, because it didn't look like she was opened up before. Why doesn't anything... Oh, there you go. I was going to say nothing ever focuses, but that's okay. Yeah, you can see it's the 1983 catalogue there, the booklet. I've shown you these before. Yeah, there's twirly curls there. The sensational Malibu dolls. I still have to do that video of deboxing Malibu Ken, or I might sell him, I don't know. Anyone want him? Let me know down below. I should show the other side, hang on. But before I do that, let's see that other end of this side of the booklet, right side up. This was upside down there. You just got the Skipper Fashions, Barbie Fashion Fun. I had a lot of these because these were inexpensive and easy to find. And the Barbie Fan Club application. Yes, I still want to join the Barbie Fan Club. I think my application would not be accepted though because it ended the last day of 1984. Oh well, just missed it. This is just the other side of that 1983 fashion booklet, which I had as a kid and absolutely loved, and got quite a few of these fashions because of this booklet, because I would seek them out. And this, kids, was decades before the internet, where you actually had to go to toy stores and pick through what they had to find it. So it was always like hunting for something. There was always like the thrill of the hunt, because you never know what they had. And in Australia back then, let's be honest, the selections weren't that great. Some of them were, but with Barbie, yeah, there wasn't a lot on offer usually. There was, dolls, of course, but the fashions were usually Best Buys if you wanted anything else in Australia. Yeah, you really had to look and go to the city, go to the big department stores. Maya had like a really big Barbie center. I remember that was it a castle or something? It was like kind of like a mini FAO Schwartz. They had a really good Barbie department in the toy department. And of course she was riding high back then again, it was like early 80s, late 70s after Superstar was released. So they had quite a selection, but I'm going back and forth like crazy with this, I should just keep steady and show you. I want a Magic Curl again now. I don't know why. I had her as a kid. She wasn't my favorite, but I want one again. There's some of the fashions there. Anyway, let's go back to the doll there. And here she is, out of her box and on her stand with her shoes on. That you can't really see there, but anyway. But you can see the outfit in all its glory there, that costume, with the black velvet top and the lace trim and that beautiful tartan skirt and sash there. And the Balmoral hat. And that fabulous illustration on the box as well. Her hair is quite interesting. There's the two parts in the front are actually pulled to the back and tied at the back underneath the rest of the hair, similar to what Ballerina Barbie had with the front of her hair. But I think the rubber bands have deteriorated, so I'll fix that later. But her hair does look wonderful there. So yeah, love her to death. She looks amazing. I can't wait to dress her in some Superstar fashions and make her a red-headed friend of Superstar Barbie there. Or I might leave her in the national costume for a little while or put her back in a box, who knows. But you'll see any fashion she wears on my Instagram feed, which is Fashion Doll Dreamer. So please check that out when you can. Also check out my best friend Dean's YouTube channel, Dean Ring, it's called there. You can see some more videos. I appear in some of them, believe it or not. So thanks a lot, Dean, once again for this wonderful present, and thank you all for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.